That was a lot of combat. We just wrecked 14 skeletons.
Actually, to be specific, you wrecked 14 skeletons that were desecrated by mind flayers that wanted to be buried after performing valiant deeds to their dwarven god, and we ended them by lashing out with mind flare tentacles.
And we desecrated them again.
I would say yes. They were then desecrated a second time. All right, is everybody ready? We can kick it off, and
I'm ready.
When Nyx jumps in, we can readjust everybody's camera angles.
I guess I should do
Yes.
that.
All right, last week we started mid-combat with 4 Crypt Guardians who did not want you to pass. You wanted to pass, so you smashed them to pieces. Never to be heard from again. Echo, you still feel just that lingering curse of the one that pointed at you. No mechanical effects. However, it seems like it's still there. Speaking of curses, Shroud, you decided to make your way down the hall where you saw the ghostly visage of a dead dwarven priest covered in purple ichor carrying a battle axe, which the party put together was a scene from the Mind Flare massacre that occurred here that basically decommissioned this entire place. The place now is certainly desecrated ground. Nexer, you have an owl named Archimedes who went scouting and found a beast with 5 heads snapping at something that was making the water jump up and down. The Hydra seemed to be asleep. And the party found a set of rooms connected with a theme of preparing and adorning the dead for burial. There was a door that we could not figure out what it goes to, no seams, can't hit it down, can't break it, can't suss it out. And in the last room, we found what is pieces of plate armor that appear to be able to be reconstructed into an actual set of plate mail. That is where we'll pick it up. Do you guys do anything with the armor?
Who can wear
Echo, does this look like your size?
You know, I had an answer for that, and now I don't remember what it is. Let me take a look at it.
The armor is dwarven size. Make a religion check, whoever wants to look at it.
I mean, I'll do one.
Try a religion check.
I will offer you. What's your religion? Yeah, never.
7.
I'm gonna offer myself guidance on this religion check. Okay.
And I rolled with disadvantage. Or not disadvantage,
I think that's a
-1.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you have a negative modifier on intelligence? Is it a negative for you?
On religion.
Just religion?
Yeah, I got a -1 on intelligence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
so
I was just curious.
Nexer, you and you alone with your guided 15 are able to tell that this breastplate, this set, is ritualistic. It's ceremonial more than functional, but from the looks of it, it could be functional if worn.
So I will relay that to Echo, and I'll add to that. So I guess the real question is, do you want to wear ceremonial armor knowing what we know about these desecrated grounds, essentially?
See, that's the thing.
Right. And there's
Dwarven
also,
size,
like,
though.
What was that?
You said it's dwarven size, so aren't you? Are dwarven small, or are they considered medium?
They're
Dwarfs
still-
are medium.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
so you can still.
dwarves are stout, so like the breastplate is probably normal sized. The greaves are probably like wide enough to fit her, because also you got to think about all the clothing and the undergarments they wear. They wear a lot of padding and stuff too. It's not just the greaves on your bare skin. So,
But
the pieces individually would still fit.
given
Is it-
past events, do we really want a chance putting this armor on someone?
Is it just plate armor? It's not half plate, right?
The pieces combine to a set of full plate. You could
I can't
probably mod it to be a half plate. It would just take some tools, some new bindings, some good luck.
I can't wear plate armor.
You can't wear a heavy armor or just plate.
I can't wear plate. I don't have the strength for it.
Oh,
It does
shit.
have a strength requirement, I believe, of 15.
That's correct.
Yes. Looking at it right now.
Plate
That's not
armor
me.
is not for the weak. Not that Echo's
I'm
weak.
I'm a pretty squishy cleric. That's not good in religion. So
plate armor.
That's not necessarily true. Just the dice deem it to be true.
I'm gonna play that one-shot character I made, that druid. She's a beast.
Was it one of our one shots?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Was she a beast because she could turn into a beast?
She's a beast for multiple reasons. She's got like 18s and 20s. Her lowest stat is like a 16. It's
Yeah,
great.
she's got some crazy good stats, bro.
The best
I never
ever.
keep
Talk
my
about min-maxing, man. Ooh. So I guess that question is for you to ponder. Oh, never mind. You said you can't wear it, so I would, as a dwarf, but also knowing what we know about this place, I would still press that we just not chance it. Especially knowing that not everything in here is meant to be hostile for the most part. I think I remember that correctly. Like, hold on. My notes say the disturbed are not unless they're cursed to be, and they are those that seek rest. The dwarven spirits seek the cleansing. Right? I think that's right.
Yeah, we figured out that I'm not going to tell you not to attack the whatever monsters are here. That's your call how you want to play it. They'll play it how they play it. But it's the dwarven grounds that are desecrated, and any cleansing would be to their benefit.
Right. Okay.
I got a question about this armor as well. Did this is for the party? Did we find anything in here where like maybe this armor would have went, or maybe like a not really an armor rack, but like anything where like something was missing, like we kind of discovered something was missing, because it's just kind of odd to find a set of armor in here, I guess, unless that's just what they're being buried in, which I'm assuming
That's what I was thinking.
Probably what-
Yeah, I
I
think you'll be buried.
Yeah, if all three of these rooms are basically preparation chambers for the dead, and it seems like this chamber is the last one in the steps, then that armor would be what they would be buried in,
Right.
Is that 15 on the religion enough to say whether or not that's the case or no?
15's enough to identify it as ceremonial.
Say what kind of ceremony?
Roll another religion check, see if we can get more out of it.
I'll also do guidance on this. Ooh. 11. It'll be a 15 at most, so it won't be any difference. Well, okay.
I'll give you this. It's not currently buried with anybody.
Right. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. It's still there. All right. Well, Echo is the only one that would be able to wear it, and she currently can't. So we're gonna leave it here for now. I think that would be the sensible option, since nobody else, I think, is gonna carry it with them.
Can Tobin carry it? Or I thought Tobin could
you're
probably
a paladin now.
Tobin has heavy.
Tobin, you're a
I'm not metagaming or suggesting anything. I'm just saying, mechanically speaking, Tobin can probably wear it.
That's right. I totally forgot about that.
I had to reset everything. Well,
I think he's already wearing plate, though.
Are you wearing plate?
Yeah, I'm wearing plate.
Okay, never mind. So you don't need plate, and Echo's the only one who could.
His armor is all about the Lord Fortuna. Praise him. This is all about Doomethwain. Entirely different vibe.
Yes. I like twitch my nose a little bit. I'm like, I wouldn't be cutting dead in that.
Would you be willing to carry another set of plate armor?
Let's do it.
Just to carry it. What is it, like 70 pounds or something like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much like weight I have real quickly. I'm carrying 86.
I still have all Grim shit, so I'm pretty full.
Right, that's why I'm asking if he'd be willing to carry it, because I know if he's willing to carry some shit with him.
I'm carrying 30 pounds.
Right, but you're a rogue. It makes no sense for you to carry plate.
True.
Let's see what happens when I add it. Okay, yeah, I'm still encumbered.
Yeah, I figured you would be. You're carrying less than 100 pounds. If you're willing, I think it would be smart to actually carry it with us, just in case, because like he said, it's not buried with anyone, so maybe it might come in handy. Like, I don't know. I might be overthinking.
I mean,
who knows? There might be a dwarf out there that's naked that we need to give him.
Yeah, like maybe he's missing his armor. We can help him with his armor. I don't know. Like I said, I'm overthinking probably.
I always overthink. So don't feel bad for everything.
Probably not, but I think we should move on.
yeah, probably.
This looks like another doorway that was kind of like the one in the other room. Is there something there? I'll roll.
You're welcome to make an investigation check or a perception check.
I'm good at investigation. Does anyone want guidance on this roll, or are there anybody rolling with me?
I'll roll for perception.
Do you want guidance, or you got it?
Nah, I think I got it.
I'll do perception. Give me just to max it out.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, fuck the guidance.
I had a plus 7.
Yeah. Don't talk about guidance. I don't fucking need it. My rolls are big.
Yeah, he's still eyeballing the plate mail.
My armor does look a little piecemeal. Like, it's not completely uniform, but it is like does have ornamentation that kind of ties it all together.
Those are good rolls. There is no hidden door in this room.
Okay, so that's just the way it's been revealed.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking last time. I'm like, man, that looks like another door.
Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't
trying to. We can't open the other one, so one door at a time.
I elbow shrug, like, hey, poke your head out the door as I point to like the south door.
Oh, I can tell you, there's a 5-headed beast over there in the water down that way. It was one of those heads was snapping at the water. One was snapping while the others were napping.
You want me to try to get
look at you? You just Brian.
Yes, I did. I'm thinking of potentially multi-classing into Bard. No. No. So yeah, there is that thing over that way.
I mean,
So you're saying is we gotta kill a Hydra?
It doesn't look like a normal Hydra, but essentially, yeah. I wouldn't
Well,
go so
if
far
I
to
gotta,
assume, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was basically the same thing with, you know, 2 heads growing back and shit. So
I mean, if I come like right here, maybe maybe I can sneak over there and kind of peer and kind of scope it out.
So my familiar is currently a spider named Peter. I want to send it with you. So let's go with Archimedes. Let's change Peter back into Archimedes. And that's what Shroud wants to do, I'll send Archie with him, at least.
I'm just kind of gauging the party to see if that's what they want me to do.
Oh, okay.
Whoever goes needs to be very, very quiet.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna stay here.
Well,
Yeah,
I was just going to kind of maybe go over there and just kind of scout it out and watch it and see what it's actually doing, and then maybe relay the message back to you.
Well, I told you one head was snapping at the surface of the water, while the other 4 were taking a nap.
It also looked, just so we're clear, like there were little jets. It's snapping at jets under the water. Like
Okay, so that part was not mentioned before. There was little jets of water, and I don't know what is making those, because I don't know. Geysers? Probably not. Little jets. Geysers are big jets.
I mean, whatever we want to do, I think we need to just kind of move forward and. But I'm just trying to figure out how we want to proceed with it without like.
Hey Echo, do you have
idea. Do
you have by chance Pass Without Trace?
I can't learn that one. It's too hard.
Damn it, it's too hard.
I'm like, still cast illusions, Nexor?
Why don't I have Minor Illusion?
You used to have Minor Illusion.
Did I?
Yeah. You used
Did you have minor or major?
Oh, yeah, that was Major Image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I want
What about
to
Control Water?
level slot on that right now.
What do I know? I'm not a caster.
What about Control Water? Is that a spell slot? Is that?
I don't have Control Water. I have more Earth-based magic than water-based.
I have Fog Cloud.
Oh,
I wonder if we can obscure it and then.
yeah, Fog Cloud would actually work in that regard.
Yes.
That's smart.
And it is a 20-foot radius spear.
It doesn't move with you though, right?
No, it's centered on a point within range, and the range is 120 feet. 20 feet to 120 feet. Or no, 120 feet and 20-foot sphere.
So that's what, a 10-foot diameter or something? Roughly.
Yeah. So you could get us around that corner.
Yeah, if I cast it like maybe like right here, maybe like right on it.
A 20-foot radius is a 40-foot diameter. So to give you.
Oh, 20-foot radius. I'm sorry, I keep misunderstanding.
20-foot radius.
I forget that sometimes too.
It would be easier, honestly, if
That's
they
a
did
big
diameter rather than radius. But
You would think.
Yeah, I wish they'd just pick one.
Yo, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So
That is way bigger than I was expecting.
So do we all still have dark vision?
It wouldn't work because fog is
It
not
doesn't
dark.
work in fog.
Yes.
you could
Yeah,
certainly
it
you
doesn't.
could certainly
Have
obscure
obscure-
anything there.
We'd have to hold hands and put our hands, like put left hand
Does it-
in front of us and right hand on the wall to go around that corner.
Yeah, just follow the go around walls. Does it creep around walls and all that?
Yeah, anything in that 40-foot area. And you could like center it way you could center it way back, I guess. Like that?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you like
Yeah.
center it on the wall, like the back corner?
Yeah, that would be like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're so
Would that be the center? Holy shit, bro.
just mechanically speaking, you'd still roll, you just roll an advantage for the stealth checks.
Right. Okay.
Just so you're aware of the mechanics.
I think it should be more like here if you can cast it, because this seems the center is still on the map at that point. It just covers more of this area here, and we can just kind of zzz around.
Right. So is that what we want to do? Try?
I think that's a smart plan. I'm looking for my own through my own magic to see if I can come up with anything for a backup.
Okay.
Just in case shit hits the fan, because as D&D has taught us, it usually does.
I like that we're making plans.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Stick to those plans. That would be great.
That's great, bro. Good job.
I have a few good ideas sometimes. I've been waiting to use that anyways, but I didn't realize it was that big of a area.
Right. I used it once.
Like I was
in another
going to
campaign.
cast it. Like I was going to cast it on some places. I'm like, no, I don't want to cast it because I don't want to obscure your guys' view. And now I'm like, oh man.
Perfect. See invisibility? No. That won't work.
Just so you're clear, it's a concentration spell, so when you're done or a minute. So when either you're done concentrating or a minute passes, it ends. A minute's
Okay.
more than enough to sneak by, but don't expect it to stay there for an extended period beyond that.
Right. I think mainly right now we just want to sneak past it. And
I do want to say from this moment, I want to start ritual casting Detect Magic again.
Okay. I can't guarantee it will be any different from the last time, but you are more than welcome to.
You know what? You're right. I think I just remembered what I got last time. So scratch that.
Yeah, last time necromancy and death suffused the halls of this place.
I see it in my notes now.
Yeah, it honestly, even without the need to ritual cast it, that's probably still this place is still probably fucked in a lot of ways.
No doubt. No doubt.
That seems fair.
No spoils there.
Would have been good last time.
Let me know when you actually cast it. Right now, it's just sitting there for reference. Let me know when you actually cast it, okay?
okay.
Well, where do we all want to be? Like, okay, so obviously we're going to be out of the room. Peter needs to be Archimedes. Oh, well, we're all going. I still want Archimedes.
I think Shroud should sneak forward.
Yeah. I think I want to
And
sneak.
then I think. Oh, go ahead.
You want me to sneak like right at the corner of this wall, the room we came out of, maybe, or
I think you should take.
behind it.
Do you have blindside at all, by any chance?
1 foot. No, I don't have blind sight.
Blind
Dark
sight's
vision.
rare amongst player characters.
All right.
If we had a warlock with it, or witch's sight, that would be it.
Yeah. In that case, I think yeah. In that case, I think I could take point. Because I'm in plate armor, I'm gonna be the hardest one to probably get through there, anyways. So if anyone's gonna alert this thing, it's either be me or possibly Echo. So we might as well just go first, anyways. So
I have a mechanical question. If I fly, can I negate the disadvantage on stealth since my armor's not hitting the ground?
I want to say yes, but cautiously. Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
You don't know if you don't ask.
Hell yeah, good job.
I'm afraid of setting precedents, but let's set it. Do it. You be stealthy.
what if I do find steed and summon a big fox? Something that has like padded, padded feet.
I'll fly on it. Really take advantage of DM's generosity.
No,
It's padded, but you pop
steed.
up and
when I
down.
get find greater steed, I can just...
There you go.
That's true. That's
We'll teach them.
not if I'm not. That's only if you're a shitty rider, though. You got to learn how to move with the animal.
And then do its post, and then you're fine. It's nice, smooth movement that way.
Would it be would a rabbit summon a fox? In my mind, you're riding like a big giant hamster or something.
Actually, I was thinking I'd just ride a bigger
Nobody
rabbit.
knows how to tame his
That was
natural
my
Like
first
a bigger
thought.
domesticated rabbit.
But that's how you get more rabbits, and just it
I think
tumbles
the
down
hare
from
should
there.
ride the turtle.
If he has enough rabbits, he'll win.
That's what a turtle. I'll ride a turtle. That's
Exactly.
A turtle.
There you go.
But he's actually pretty fast. He can run as fast as a horse, and it just really freaks people out. I see a giant turtle.
The turtle has custom-made boots of speed.
Working it.
Turtle like moving
And then-
40
And then
miles per hour.
spraying a lightning bolt on the sides of its shell.
So
I'm gonna call him Wally West.
Mm,
should I
or
move up to?
Sheldon.
Wait a minute. Should I move up to right about here and then cast fog cloud?
You should probably stealth first.
Well, yeah, stealth.
What's
I wouldn't get any closer than that to cast it.
the range of range? You can cast it from 120 feet away.
You've got
You don't
plenty
have
of
to
range.
get too close to.
Oh, you're good.
You're welcome to walk up to the water and kick the water
Oh, no,
and cast it.
I still got
Yeah,
like
wait till you
70.
get to the shallows
feet
before you
left.
cast.
So yeah, I'll just cast it right there if you guys want me to right now.
Yeah, that's probably smarter.
Okay.
Nyx is
So-
just gonna
Yeah,
hang slightly back for a little bit.
Back there. Yeah,
You guys can bring Nyx if you want.
we're bringing Nyx.
Okay, I mean mechanically speaking, I don't want her to die. Not that there's anything dangerous ahead.
All right, so we're ready.
We're ready.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll cast fog cloud, and then I will. Who's taking point?
I'll take it.
Tobin and Echo. Are you going behind him, and then?
I think you should be behind Tobin just because our cleric doesn't need to be front line.
That's true.
And you do still have
Yeah,
an
that's true.
where it won't be opportunity attack.
I'd say if shit hits the fan, I'd say Echo and Nyx stays in the rear, and then
Kinda,
Nyx
yeah.
brings up behind me, and that
Yeah.
way, if we alert it somehow, if Tobin alerts it somehow, then we can be ready.
I don't have great dexterity, but I do have armor that's silent, so I'm not facing the disadvantage.
Exactly.
So I'm cool with that placement.
I get disadvantage. Well, I guess I get advantage on this. While I'm passing, I'm clutching my the lucky rabbit's foot that's dangling from my belt, like clutching it like it's almost like a religious symbol. And I'm just like, basically, I'm getting ready the moment I see like a head come through the fog cloud toward us to cast Nature's Wrath. Like, use my channel divinity to cast a Nature's Wrath and try to grab it with vines.
Okay.
And we get a
I was gonna say to the party in character, like, if shit hits the fan, I would be ready to cast a spell. It would be Major Image. If we wanted to keep running, I would cast that, and we can just bail out. But if you want to do your thing and fight, we can do that too.
And we get advantage since I
Like-
got the fog cloud out, right? For like stealth checks.
So you cast Fog Cloud,
It's a
and
roll for me.
you see this big cloud of heavy, obscuring fog come over the water. So let's do it like this. Everybody, even if you have normal disadvantage, take advantage on this. And we're going to reduce the DC down to a 10. So I'll just be
Okay.
straightforward with the DC. It's reduced down to 10, and everybody has advantage.
Right.
That is our goal, to sneak past this thing. It's
Bet.
very doable.
All right.
Okay, so we all have.
Oh, I passed.
There's one
Barely.
success. That's one success.
Oh. I didn't roll. For
So-
him.
Hey,
That's
we're barely getting it, but we're getting it.
with advantage.
Oh, echo.
With advantage.
There we go. There's one
Okay,
more.
that's better
and
because I didn't
Yes.
roll with advantage.
we're sneaky.
I'm just going to say
There
that
you go,
Nyx
Echo.
passes for the sake of not being here. She is the most quiet because she's not even here. I will need a marching order
It's not.
for how we're approaching this, and I need to know which hallway we're approaching.
And
That's
we
right.
need to do-
This one over here is obscured now.
Yeah, we need to do the one on the right, I assume.
Yeah,
This one
I'd
will
say
go
the
off
one
at a
on the
die.
right.
And I think the marching order was Tobin and Shroud, then Nexor.
However you
Yeah.
guys want to
Then go
place
with
it on the map, just go ahead and move them to that hallway.
Let me move
Right.
back a little bit so everybody gets settled.
And then I would be back behind him, and then Nexor behind me, and then either Echo or Nyx behind Nexor, I think, would be the best. Probably Echo, and then Nyx, because
If Nyx isn't here, I don't want her in the back.
But she's always in the back anyway.
but she's also got spells too.
Well, as long as we don't kill Nyx, I don't care.
I mean, we all have spells, really.
Well, yeah.
All right,
that's
let me
true.
give you guys the official text of this corridor, which there is none. It's the easiest one yet. You are in a diagonal corridor. You see off to your first side on your right, there's a door. A little bit further than that, there's a door. The hallway extends down in the darkness, and those who have the enhanced dark vision are able to see a
So everyone
statue
but
of a
Echo, wasn't it?
dwarf in the distance. Yes, Echo has normal dark vision.
I will
Haha,
point
just
out
normal.
there
We're
is another
special.
dwarven statue at the end of the hallway. We should probably tread carefully once we get there, as it could be another chamber with some sort of countermeasures.
I do think we might need to move a little bit farther in.
I do
In
too.
My fog cloud dissipates, and we're kind of left in the open. So
I was gonna say, it doesn't
Good
look
point.
like the Grandaljaw would be able to fit down the hallway, but we should still give it enough space.
I don't really want to take that chance if it can, though.
Things do have a tendency to
Um,
squeeze into smaller places.
True. True. This is true.
So I stay with it, and I just kind of usher you guys like past me in case, like, you know, keep my eye on the fog cloud.
Okay. So,
Well, not only that, but like, do we want to go all the way down the hallway first and deal with whatever's down there first, so that the Hydra is essentially not an issue? and then we can backtrack, or do we want to go through the doors first?
Well, I'm afraid if we go through these doors, that something is going to eventually shove us back, and then we're going to
That's what I'm concerned with.
have shit to the back of us and shit right in front of us. And I would rather be at the end of the hallway. That way, we got a little bit more room.
I'm kind of on that same wavelength of thought, so that's my vote as well. What are we doing?
What's
You
our
get-
rabbit and our cleric say?
I say. I don't know. I say we go towards the end, then I look at the doors and I go, but I am always more curious than cautious.
Well, we can always come back. We can always backtrack and take care of those after the fact. But, like, God forbid,
I look back
we
at the-
start doing some shit. It pushes us out. We make noise. Then we have enemies from one end and the second end. At least.
Why don't we, right now? Why don't we get in the middle and like maybe Nexor send Archimedes up there to kind of scout it out instead of me putting myself like at danger up there? Maybe Archimedes could fly up there and
I can do that. I'll move like right up here, so that way there's enough space.
I just want Nyx and Echo to be out of the line of sight in case that fog cloud
Yeah.
disappears.
That'd be
Right.
good.
What is it? A minute, right?
You
A
can
minute.
take her up here.
Yes.
A minute passes
Right,
quickly.
right. All
But
right.
you guys know right now, Talhund was this close to being a glory paladin, and he totally would have just went and rushed up Hydra. You guys are lucky. He's oath of the ancients. You guys are lucky. You guys get resistance to, sight, radiant, and the cry against my crazy ass just running and trying to kill everything. All right. Now that we're all in here, I'm going to go ahead and take the lead again.
Well, just stay right there real quick. I'm gonna send Archie to kind of fly through. Does he need to roll his own stealth for that, or no?
Is he stealthful? You would
He's
have
more stealthy than
if he's-
other
if-
animals.
if he's
It's
trying
an
to
owl,
be if he's
silent
trying to be
flying.
stealthy, he probably needs to roll his own stealthy check.
It's like, how the hell an owl got down here?
He'll just go ahead through. He'll just fly through.
Okay.
Owls are already silent flyers. Jesus. Yeah, I'll have him like kind of perch up on the top of the axe of the statue, and just look around.
All right. So let me
He's
give
a
you
rat creature blow their cover.
let me give you the official reading.
Screw with my OCD and leave that one little speck there.
There's a spec.
All right, I'll say
Yeah, what-
it-
something on the other side.
Forward, 4 doors.
So this room's east wall is bare stone. Carvings of dwarves battling giants, orcs, and other enemies adorn the other walls. A statue of a dwarf warrior, axe raised, stands in the middle of the room. And Archimedes, as you fly into that room, the door opens and little dwarven skeletal creatures begin to lumber out. So, may everybody please roll initiative.
Big money, let me stop.
Big money.
Yeah! 18.
18.
Oh man, you got higher than me. I got +3.
I got +5 for bullshit.
In that
Oh.
time, can I recall Archimedes back or no?
No, Archimedes was a triggering factor.
Damn it.
If you have good initiative, yes.
Let's see. My initiative. There we go. Come on.
And make
Hey,
it.
I was almost gonna be at 18 +2.
Ooh.
Alright, and I rolled for Nyx on this die. She has a 12 plus a 2 modifier, so 14. The dwarven-sized skeletons come out of the door. And It is a dwarven-sized statue on which you're perched. You see a skeleton wielding a battle axe. Aim for your owl. 21 probably hits an owl. Your owl will take 9 points of damage, and that's probably more than it has. So if you're looking through the eyes of an owl, you sit down, you turn around, the door opens, a dwarf skeleton comes out and just axes you right between the eyes, and you snap back to being Nexer.
And the way of through the door before he goes, because
I am generous enough to give you that.
Bet. Thank you, good DM. So at least we know there's another one. At least
he's coming out too.
Hey guys. Some dwarven skellies are coming in.
You see it round the corner. And
oh yeah.
All I know is maybe the amulet of Doom and Thorn might work, maybe not.
The next person to go on this list is Sir Tobin.
Yay. I'm gonna try and talk to it. I'm despite my make sure this character doesn't speak Dwarvish. Okay. Hello, friend. We have come to cleanse the corruption on your resting place. Maybe please come through.
It looks at you without any understanding.
I'm gonna be back already drug so not a fan of owls, huh? What about rabbits?
It still looks at you ununderstandingly.
I tap him on the shoulder and I say, just kill them.
Oh,
They don't. Huh?
You have no idea what kind of conundrum this is for me. Like, they're cursed, but they're undead too. Man, whatever. And I'm gonna cast bonus action Divine Favor on myself. And I'm gonna attack him. Where's my attack? 23.
Absolutely hits.
I guess. And was Divine Favor again, 1d4. Alright, and then 2 radiant damage on the first.
Right.
Second attack,
Also
dirty
hits.
20. Has 11 slashing. Right. 1 radiant.
You see the radiant energy slash and jump in its wounds, but it is still up barely.
That'll be my turn.
Shroud.
Alrighty. I'm going to move up to here. And I am going to sneak attack assassinate.
So assassinate as your feature wouldn't work because they've already taken a turn.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, they were the first to go.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Alright. So then I am going to attack with my short sword. Do I have advantage on
I don't think you would yet.
Not yet. Okay. So. That should hit.
It definitely hits.
Okay. And then. I am going to do sneak attack damage as well.
There's no need, as your first blow just kind of makes it crumble to the ground. It is no longer an undead.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to take a dagger and throw it at the other guy. So, I would have advantage on that one, correct? Yes.
Using which feature?
Vex.
The Vex is, you would have had to hit it previously. So the way that Vex works...
against that creature, okay.
Right. If the other one was still alive, you would have it against that.
Okay, well, I will still throw a dagger at it. Maybe.
That hits.
16 hit. Alright. And then can I add my sneak attack to that one?
You need either an ally within 5 feet of it or advantage.
Or advantage, that's right.
So
sorry.
You throw it, it like sticks in this thing's mouth, and there's a dagger sticking out of its mouth, but it is surprisingly not snuck against.
He's warming up to becoming a full-fledged sword swallower, but he can only handle daggers right now.
He's a dwarf. Dwarfs aren't that big.
Oh, I should have used steady aim. Why didn't I do that? I will.
Because you moved.
Right. That's true. So if I'm reading this right, I can still use a cunning action because both of mine were on my attack action, right?
Bonus action to do the second attack.
It has the nick property. We've kind of
not
been
with the nick property.
Oh,
yeah, we've been using short sword and dagger combo as a mix of the nick property. So yeah, I'd say you could still have your bonus action. You could use cunning action for it.
Okay, I'm gonna just use my cunning action and dash next to this dude.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
no shit.
Nyx goes next. She is going to launch a ball of fire. Cantrip style. Firebolt.
Why not Gangnam style?
Oh. No.
Let it stay dead. Well, we are in a place where the dead are coming back, so never mind.
Shroud, this thing has a big ball of fire suddenly hit the side of its head. Your dagger, it's still in its mouth, but it like has a big dent. Still alive though. Echo.
I'm going to... I'm just going to slide it right here. I'm going to throw a sacred flame at the one I can see. So a 15 dex save.
Okay, 1 dex save, which will fail.
Excellent.
Excellent.
6.
6 points of radiant damage. The flame wraps around its bones. It is hurt but alive. Unalive. Undead. Echo, anything else?
Let's see. Nope, I'm good.
Next, sir, you are last to go. You have been axed through the eyes of a bird.
So this one next to Shroud is still moving.
It is still
I-
undead.
I will launch my own firebolt at it. And that's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
It's going to deal a 15 fire damage. It's not bad.
Which
Nice.
is more than it has. So as the second one goes, it just was coming back up from Nyx's, and it's got radiant flame wrapped around its bone, and you just blow this thing's head off. It hits against the statue and falls to the ground.
Righteous. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is this enough to see them coming in? Or nah?
You could probably see the edge of D.
25, 30. And I shout back to Nyx. More are coming in. You might want to get a little bit closer. And I believe that is my turn. Bonus action. Yep, that's my turn.
And now it is their turn. They shall go.
I shouldn't have gone in there, damn it. Whatever.
Right,
It's
Shroud.
weird. The Rogue and the Wizard are in the front right now.
They
That's
are
weird.
in the front, and nothing bad has ever happened when the Rogue and Wizard go in the front.
I know. When
not
they
even
finally grow a bear, shit hits the fan.
Shroud 13 does not hit, I believe.
Nope.
It stops.
Ooh. Now it's a party.
Uh-huh.
Now it's a ball. You know the DM has the biggest balls of all.
Sure, sure,
It's a song.
sure,
He's not hitting on you. It's just a song.
sure.
ACD.
Sir Tobin.
Like, oh boy, my work is cut out for me. Run up here and. All right, so we have D, F, E, and what is that? Z, G. All right.
They're all bunched together, but yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go after the one next to Shroud.
Okay.
And I come
What is that? D?
21.
21 hits.
Why do I have
Yes, it's
no area of
D.
effect spells?
That's a good question. You're
I'm
very,
a horrible spellcaster.
you're a
right
very
now.
upfront and
Alright.
aggressive spellcaster.
Yeah. I have no area of effect. I have no
7
area.
slashing
Oh my
damage.
god.
Okay, 7 slashing. You hit into this thing.
And we do the radiance. And 3 radiance.
3 radiant damage. It is still
Again.
alive. Ooh, crits.
Not for long, so just crit.
Crits. Bow, 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 bow.
Nice.
Echo, hit the nat 20 button.
I know. I need my counter.
Right. 18 plus. I double the radiant, the divine favor too.
Yeah, any dice rolled on the hit, including extra side rolls.
All right, so that is 18 slashing and 3 radiant damage.
The power of Tobin fills it, a light shines out, and the bones collapse. These 4 dwarfs.
mine.
In that case, I put myself between Shroud and the other one.
All right, you impose yourself.
Anything bonus action I might want to do. Nope, I think I'm good for the moment.
Shroud
All right, I'm
Tobin
just gonna
has
hold my position here.
Shroud Tobin has stepped on a pile of bone and imposed himself between you and the enemy. What would you like to do?
I am going to squeak by the statue and Tobin over to here. And I am going to take an attack with my short sword. And that does not hit.
Tobin is distracting you with his divine bunny essence. You are unable to connect.
It is Easter time.
Hippity
imposition.
hoppity.
I'm going to go ahead and take my second attack on my bonus action this time. Instead of using the dagger, I'm going to use short sword, so.
Alright, short sword would make it a bonus action, and you are still unable to connect with the second swipe.
And that
We got shit in glory, Paladin.
He's so graceful.
that will be my turn.
Nyx will come up. She has some movement.
I'll bolt all of them.
And she's not going to waste any spell slots against these things. Hands up, fire bolts out. And Firebolt does as well as Shroud did, hitting against the statue behind Shroud and Tobin. It wraps around the axe for a second, lights up the room, and then fades out. Echo, would you like to jump in the fray?
Let's do it. Go big or go home, right? I'm gonna roll up to this one.
Number E. Letter E.
And I'm gonna try to hit it with the Sunblade.
One hand or two?
It was gonna be two-handed, but I don't think it really matters.
It kind of does because it affects your defense. Well,
True.
Oh, I can't do. I have a shield. I have to do one-handed.
you can stow the shield for a roll, it's just you would go a turn without the 2 AC bonus for it.
I probably would do that.
Shields are nice.
Players need their shield.
Yeah, I'm squishy enough right now. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself. Just real quick. That's gonna help. Alright, I'm good.
Nexer,
I am going to target, let's say, oop, wrong. What is this? F. I'm going to target F. The one that you just moved.
yeah, I'm just letting everybody see there.
Oh, shit. Ah,
What are you
I'm gonna target
targeting?
F with another firebolt. And does a 15 hit?
It does. It's gonna wrap around him. It's gonna light him up.
Yay. That's going to be 12 damage.
He is lit up. You can see the bones sizzle.
Fire!
Nexer, would you like to close the gap and do melee?
Nah. Nah.
Frontline Wizard, do it.
Nah.
You sure?
You know, I think it would be really cool if I did do a strength wizard, though. That would be awesome.
The power comes from your muscles.
That's right.
Have you ever seen Doom Patrol? The Flex Mentallo guy every time.
Flex Mentallo.
Like,
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god. Let me flex the wrong muscle, y'all. Y'all wouldn't be able to handle it.
Next, or do you move at all, or any bonus actions?
I'll move in the corner because I'm a bad dwarf and an even worse wizard. And that's my turn.
F is going to attack Shroud. One battle axe at your head, Shroud. For a 10 to miss. The second one will also come out this way. And attack Shroud. 17 probably hits.
Uncanny dodge.
Oh yeah.
You may uncanny dodge against 9 points, so round that down to 4. 4 points of slashing damage as this ancient undead dwarf swipes at you. Echo, he wants you.
My temp HP's gone.
Well, these things aren't too bad as a monster. It's a good thing you didn't put down your shield.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Another one.
Shroud, this one likes you for a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Luckily, these things are only using like one hand, the other hand's just hanging limp. So 10 points of slashing damage.
I knew it. I saw the very bottom of its name.
That one can't get anywhere. It's just holding both arms at its side. The battle axe hanging limp. Years of inaction. Years. Everything is limp. Tobin.
All right. Well,
Come on, rabbit.
we're cut out from here.
You want them all.
Now you're all fucking surrounded.
Let's see. And what can I do?
The one in front of you did get hit. It does look hurt.
All right. But I think I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Yeah, get it.
That spell has all. We have a great history with that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Use it.
Hey.
So, cast it on the one right in front of me, and then swing it around all the way to G.
All right. Can you move Moonbeam on the
Can I move it on my
same-
first turn?
I was about to ask that. Can you move Moonbeam on the same turn that you casted?
See.
I don't
Oh no, later turns.
know.
What's the
Just later
radius
turns.
of that again?
It is 5 feet, so it's a one square.
Okay, so one square.
Yeah.
40 foot high.
Crowd, were you? Yeah. And Shroud, were you hit?
Yes.
How bad?
Took down a quarter of my HP, so.
All right, and for Simon, I'm gonna heal him for 15 points and lay on hand.
All right. Moonbeam is a Constitution save. So
Yes, 14.
let's do con
DC 14.
so it fails. It will take the full force of the damage. It's still up. Anything else there, Tobin?
So how much
That'll be
HP did I get, Tobin?
15.
Here.
Okay.
Nix!
All right, we are adjusted. Nyx, welcome. To give you a quick view of where you are, there are currently dwarf skeletons in chain shirts, carrying axes, trying to hit the party. They have already killed Archimedes in what can only be described as a bloodbath.
Ah,
He went out in Fey glory.
Nice.
Let's see. Who was the last person to go? Tobin, correct?
Correct.
Yep, that was me.
Tobin, there is a moonbeam
Moonbeam.
now searing the ground in front of you. Shroud, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack G with my short sword.
16 hits.
16 hit. Okay. And then it's a 7.
7 points of damage. You hit it, run the sword back. What else would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and do my sneak attack on him because I would have it. Or
you-
no?
No,
I
you
wouldn't.
need one that you need an
Okay,
ally
okay.
within 5 feet. The only one that qualifies for that right now is the one in the moonbeam.
I got you. So I will turn to the one with the moonbeam on him and attack with my dagger.
All right, go ahead. You stow one, bring out the other in a quick arc, and connect.
Alright, and now I would like to, if he ain't dead, I would like to do my sneak attack.
Oh, he is quite dead. He has taken a beating, and he will no longer be amongst the unliving. Now the moonbeam is just searing into the floor, sailing to form moonbeam. It's mood lighting.
Okay.
Laser.
Quick,
Yeah, satellite beam. Hell yeah.
I knew you guys had space lasers.
We do.
So it is Spelljammer.
You're like a-
Gotcha. Spelljammer man.
Like Captain Moon. Whenever I casted Moonbeam, somewhere off in the distance, you hear Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila.
Oh my god, I want to say such a political joke, so I won't.
Your live
Please
theater,
do.
sir.
quick question.
I'll put this. I'm a convert, so I mean, like, military from the south. I'm pretty sure I said worse jokes.
Oh, dude, I've said the worst things you could think of in
Shroud,
fun.
What's your question, Shroud?
Okay, so when I disengage, do I disengage from one single enemy or all enemies?
2024, you disengage from all of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a cunning action, disengage,
Caught.
and then I am going to. Crap! Sorry, I'm gonna move down here.
All right, you are no longer the frontline soldier. Wise.
They're good, Tobin.
Just me.
Nyx, it is your turn. You
Okay.
have fire bolted a couple of these things, and more keep emerging from the room each round.
Nice to know that my firebolts continue.
They have done well.
Nice.
Next word, following your lead.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. What would you like to do?
Let's see. Which one does E, the closest one to me, look pretty bad?
None of the other ones. That's not true. G has been hit. G is the only one that's been hit.
Okay. If I move closer to Shroud.
Were you gonna call him Strahd?
Yes, I was about. Well, I was about to call him Strahd.
That is the actual surprise of it. At the last episode, he pulls off his mask in Strahd von Sarovich.
And then you get transported
Like a
to Castle
multiplayer
Wolfenstein.
too, and then
Next campaign is in Barovia, fellas.
The very end of the campaign, the mists roll in.
Then you gotta fight me.
We end up meeting our next players and pass the torch off to them.
You guys end up being the BBEGs of the next campaign.
Yes, hell yeah, fuck yeah!
Or what if I
Totally
die
becomes
and
a
my
host
true face
maker.
is revealed and it's like the next like BBG or something? Or something crazy.
You know, anything is
Now
possible.
You are a mind flayer.
Nesnar, you guys, just wait.
Yeah, or Nesnar.
I'm sure you guys will never see Nesnar again.
Yeah, no, for
yeah.
sure.
Sure.
Somehow, I get the feeling we're gonna see him down here.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
So if I move, like the block underneath Shroud, could I see E?
You have line of sight on all of them right now.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. Let's see.
Would you like to cast any?
I would love to cast a Witch's Bolt.
Okay.
And let me throw that at first level at E.
All right, make an attack roll. So it goes out and it sparks around him but doesn't hit. It's connected, but it can't damage him yet.
Okay.
Would you like to move or do anything else?
No, I think I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, Echo, would you like to smash anything?
Yes. But first, I've had enough of this crap. So, I'm gonna grab the holy symbol on my armor, and I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
All right, the one to El Mater, correct?
Yes.
Okay, your Spirit Guardians pop out. What do your Spirit Guardians look like again?
They are like pixie-sized green and like necrotic green and radiant white little orbs.
Necrotic green, divine beings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom 15 from everybody,
All right,
except my party.
everybody in the party make a wisdom save.
Dark Echo is back, you guys.
That she never left. First
Good luck.
one succeeds. Does a 16 succeed?
Yes.
2 successes. These things are not wise, but they are. 1 fail, and so all but 1 succeed.
Like,
H is the only one that fails. The rest will take half damage though, and that's not nothing.
12.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, I'm gonna swing on E with the Sunblade since I'm here.
I'd like it.
I'm not rolling anymore, you guys. I'm done.
You're doing a great job.
You need to swap out
I mean,
your
it misses,
dice.
but-
I'll help you. Put them
I
in
did,
dice
it
jail.
didn't help.
Put those in dice jail. Go through them all.
That's right. When it comes down to it, we're just gonna come up with a random like bucket of paper and we'll pull out the numbers.
I was gonna say, when you run out of digital dice, just tell our DM you're rolling physicals.
Right? I totally have a ton
We'll
of
get you a dart.
Yes.
We'll get you a dartboard. That's the little from now on.
No, it'll be nat zeros. Not the dartboard. I don't know. Are you good at darts?
Yeah, no.
No.
She's not gonna roll it.
I don't know. You might be good at darts. I don't know.
Next, there is a battle raging in front of you. Little spirit guardians wisping in and out of dwarven skeleton.
Which one looks most damaged?
Currently that is G. G looks the most damage.
And he looks roughly like. Well,
Damn.
I always forget the terminology for it.
Bloodied is halfway down. The only one that looks bloodied, according to rules, is G. The others are
Okay.
hurt, but not as bad. G
All
looks
right.
like a bit of it got shipped out when Shroud was over there.
All right. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna target G with another firebolt. That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
That is enough to hit. We could be ending G's unlife right here.
With 18 damage. I hope so.
That is more than enough to destroy G. Its bones blow backwards against the wall. It
Hey.
is no longer a thing.
Good job.
Hey. Nexor is looking a little pyrotechnic in his facial expressions.
And it is the monster's turn, if nothing else.
Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Here they go. H will go this way and step through to Nexor.
Oh no!
Nexor, battle axe. One-handed as the other hang limps. 23 to hit.
Wow, lucky strike.
And take 8 points of slashing damage as it comes down on... Where would an axe hit you that isn't debilitating? It chips into your... It chips... skins off your shoulder, maybe?
Probably takes an ear.
Alright.
Not enough to deafen me, but to make a serious injury.
I will not be dumb enough to step in the moonbeam and step over to Toby. Toby!
Oh, they are smart enough.
Toby!
Does it have to roll for the spirit guardians?
At the end of
Did
their
it start
turn.
a turn? Or...
Is that at
Oh,
the
I did it.
I think it's if when they first enter or
I can't
when
remember.
they end in. It's both. When they so if any of the other
Okay,
ones come in, which they're going to do, they'll roll when they enter, and these ones will roll when they end. Tobin, this one's at you. Have at you. 23 to hit,
That hits.
and he will do 6 points of damage. Please make a Constitution saving throw to maintain this spell.
Constitution.
DC 10. But 21 is
21.
more than enough. Echo E will hit at you. It hits with 24. Take 11 points of slashing damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Is just enough. Just enough to save.
Of course.
This dwarf also wants a piece of you. Echo, it hits at you and misses.
Yeah, more? Shit, bro.
That one I think has to make a save now. Any new ones?
Somebody shut the door.
I am going. Yeah, I'm going to just make them all do one at the end.
I can never remember how that works.
They've all technically all the ones that ended their turn would have to make it. And the ones that are just entering. So right now everybody there is making saves. So let's do everybody's wisdom save, starting with the one between you two. 1 fail, then 2 fail, 3 fail, 4 fail, And it's 16 or 15.
It's 15.
All right, the one above Tobin is the only one that succeeds. How much damage they taken?
They are gonna take. Sure, I got the right spell up here. 12.
12 isn't too bad. So 12, I take 6. E takes 6. J 6. And the other is K. And I'm going to do that again because I accidentally let them all save. There we go. Everybody is now damaged properly. E looks decently hurt. But more keep piling out of this room. Tobin, would you like to destroy dwarven skeletons?
Yes. I'm gonna pop this thing down and get that one, and then do this big U-shape around.
Beam. That it's whenever a creature enters it for the first time on its turn, so it just needs to enter the space.
Yeah, he can use it like a little scorching thing and just like make them enter it.
Right.
So
right.
And
that also, yeah, satellite beam, go!
Yep, basically I just draw a big kind of like messed up U.
So I'm assuming you can hit everyone, including the one between Shroud and Echo.
It says 60 feet, so
yeah, you've got more than enough room to like scorch all of them. Con save we agreed on. So let's do this.
14 DC.
Let's do the same order we did before. 1 success. 1
Can
fail.
you move it around again with more movement speed and give them a second time?
Yeah, you can only make them. You can only make them enter once per turn.
A waste of movement.
Yeah.
And last but not least. Okay, so success, fail, fail, and fail. So only one
17
success.
on fail. On pass.
So 17. It's a big long list of monsters.
Quit bringing them out.
I would love to, but the module demands it.
Okay.
I don't know, guys.
So
how many letters have there been? JK?
Well, if it wasn't desecrated before, it is now.
These poor skeletons. So as he scorches it,
it's 11, so
it's like that little puffing sound in video games as they all start puffing out. Because he did some damage.
Can we not close the door?
Hey, good job.
One is still remaining. And Tobin, anything else?
Get it, Shroud, or
yeah, I'm just gonna hop around here and look inside the doorway. Or any more coming through?
You don't have. If you go in, you can have an angle on it. Right now, you're just kind of staring straight down at the wall.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of stand in the doorway then.
I'll give you.
Oh no, there's more.
One set. You see sarcophagi with their lids off on the ground.
L and M.
I want to expect nothing less than a crypt.
Yeah, right.
Guys, more income. Take out that guy and then give me some support.
You got it, Rabbit.
Silly Rabbit, you got this.
Silly Rabbit.
Is there anything else I have in here?
What's that?
Right. Okay, so I'm just now in the doorway, prepared to fight with like old kind of like in the doorway too. Hold up.
All right, you
Or
play.
drawn.
You
And
play.
also just looking back, concentrating on that movie.
Are you
play.
able to get a little better look without taking an opportunity attack? Like, can you move one more space up and get a better view in there and see if there's any more?
I'll move right here. I'll move like right there.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there's got. Oh shit!
Oh,
Hey, there's at least one more.
I have in the past misnumbered things and mislabeled things to make people think that. Just FYI.
Oh, okay.
it's actually 0. We gotta go through 1.
Shroud, it is your turn.
Well, I mean, I am going to attack this one right by me, obviously.
That is wise.
22 hits, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That is 9 damage.
Damage isn't coming across on the map. Give me a sec. I'm gonna hit the. If that doesn't make anything disconnect. There we go. 9 damage. You hit it and it falls apart.
Nice.
They're not.
Okay.
They're monsters. They're not necessarily the hardest monsters.
There's just a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a numbers thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my movement and move into the room right here.
They're meant to make you drain your resources.
And I'm gonna attack L with my dagger. And I have advantage because of the Vex property.
You haven't hit L yet. L remains hit.
One if I hit, okay.
If you do hit him though, Tobin's within 5 feet of him, so you will get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit him.
You absolutely hit him.
What are you eating?
Yeah,
And
Bill.
then-
Bill, what are you eating? What's Bill doing?
Lana is trying to eat a wasp.
That's not. Why is there a wasp in the house?
It's
That's
an old
fine.
house.
That went from one question to another real quick.
Right?
We're not trying to save the wasp, right? Just the bees.
Correct.
And then
Would you like to sneak
Did my-
attack?
yes, most definitely. Just blows up on my page. 15.
All right, you hit this thing pretty good. Pretty good. And Shroud, I'm assuming you're good to stay there.
Actually, I am going to disengage, and I'm going to move over to this one, so Tobin can take the leftovers.
Tobin, you have been invited to leftovers, but Nyx, it is your turn to go next.
Woohoo.
Burn them all.
Can I squeeze by Tobin?
You can squeeze by Tobin, yeah, you can move through an ally space.
Before I do that, do they have any kind of metal armor on them?
They're wearing chain shirts, so they do.
It's time to play. It's time to play tag.
You push
Time to
past
play
Tobin.
tag.
Yeah,
I'm going to shocking grasp
you
the one
reach
in
out.
front of me. L.
How much damage do we do? How much? Well, first attack and then damage.
Yeah, 14.
That is enough. You reach out, you grab this thing's chain shirt, wrap it around like you're gonna hit it. You send a charge through it.
He will take 6 damage.
which is exactly how much life it has left. You send a charge through it, and it crumbles. You are just holding a chain shirt as the bones slide out the bottom.
Sweet.
Nice.
Good job.
Really good job.
3 clearly remain in this place. Echo, would you like to enter the tombs?
Yeah. I'm gonna walk up here. Everybody inside Spirit Guardian.
Alright, that is a first entrance into it, so let's make them do the saves. Wisdom save, so 1 fails, 2 fails, and 3 fails. So let's do damage.
I heard the hope in your voice
Max damage.
on that last one.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It does not kill any of them, but they all just start quivering, and their connection
solid
is
chunk, man.
very, very questionable at this point.
Okay. And the one closest to me gets hit, hopefully hit with the Sunblade.
It does.
Okay, nice. For 8 radiant damage.
Which is more than it has, so no need to roll any additional. It crumbles back into the place that it was entombed long ago. 2 remain. Next, sir, would you like to jump into the room?
I sure would. I'll move right up on in here.
Here we go.
And say, hey, everyone, looking around at left and right. This is fun. And then I pull out my tentacle rod.
Facepalm.
And which
That rod.
what was that?
Favorite
Oh
part of my
god, that rod. Okay. Are we,
Yes, my adult toy. Which one looks more damaged right now?
They're
Which is-
damaged. Their damage is the same.
Okay,
Echo's hit
let's
was
say
the
we're
first.
going to target. Let's say O first. So this is going to be with a +9. That hits.
Yeah.
So 3 psychic damage.
Hey.
And
One
the
little
second one-
rod is sticking to it.
The second one is a natural 20. Oh, a natural 1. I'm sorry. Damn.
Natural 1
Totally
misses.
misread that.
I think this is the first rod, the first miss the rod has done. So it hits the tomb.
It usually never misses.
That's because it has a
happens to everybody
+9.
sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just... the second one takes 2 psychic damage.
Okay. And it's just the 3 attacks, right?
Yes.
Alright, it's still up. It's still surprisingly up after you've lashed out at it with your purple potentacled, in my mind flare driven thing.
So, actually, one is purple, one is blue, and one is black.
Am I correct in assuming that it's a mind flare driven thing?
Yes. That's what I imagined actually when I came across it in the inventory.
As you use something derived from mind flares to re-traumatize the skeleton, you feel the entire crypt turn against you. Like this entire thing suddenly puts a mark on your head, like you are the mind flare that had desecrated this land a long time ago.
I had a theory, and that confirms it.
Let's see. These things.
I would point that out actually to Echo and be like, so it stands to reason that certain creatures would respond to the amulet of Doomethorn.
Next, or would you like to do anything else before your turn ends?
Nope.
Okay. These last
You're all the
two,
attention to me is all. No problem.
you have their attention. As suddenly their second hand comes to grasp, and using the resolve of their undead bodies, he swings at you 2 and misses. 13 misses. And the other one will also do the same. It will miss with a 14. Next, you do have their attention though. Tobin. Oh wait, they have to make saves. So let's do N first and then O, because that spells no. Both fail. Echo, can you give me spirit damage, Guardians?
Yes. I can eventually.
This could be it.
Take him out, Mama.
You can do this.
Can I?
Can you?
Probably.
Can I take
That's
him
the
out?
problem.
You can take them out. Would you like to describe what it looks like when they go?
So the spirit guardians like ball up. They kind of gather in the middle and they split, and they just encapsulate their heads, and then funnel down through their bodies and explode out of their chests.
And they are gone. And as you have entered a new room, I will give you the read of this room. This room has 14 slabs, each with an indentation where a dwarf warrior would rest. The walls are carved with images of valiant dwarf war priests smiting enemies with glowing axes and blasts of radiant fire.
I'm just gonna mark this.
I pick up when I see glowing. When I hear glowing axes, I'm like,
You're welcome to try to do a religion check if you want to get any other read on the room.
yes, I like the religion check. Ugh, just a 10.
10's not that great. With a 10 though, you recognize smites. You recognize the channeling of divine energy that's present in these carvings.
Well, do we want to go check out the other 2 doors first, or do we want to look at this door, the one in the previous room? What's the plan?
And Shroud, you know that you're at this point, enough time has passed that fog cloud is no longer a thing.
That's cool. I mean, we're kind of in a better position now anyways, so.
You are down the hallway from where it was. That is a true story. Nyx, it started out, a big fog cloud was cast on the water and the group sneaked past the sleeping Hydra. And Tobin, are you keeping concentration on that moonbeam? It only lasts for a minute, so it's not going to have much longer out of combat utility.
No, I'll drop it.
Okay. How would the party
after I have it stabbed a couple more times?
I don't think it can. I don't think it necessarily sears inorganic material, but you can circle it around.
Thanks to the rabbit, I am at full HP. I vote we go into this door at the end of this crypt.
I shrug and I go, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Just another part of the
I think
brain.
I'll check that door before you go through it, though.
Yeah, let's send the rogue in first.
Aw.
Oh my god.
I make sure to tuck my rod back in my pack so that I don't draw attention again, unless intended.
I would remind the party that I'm the one with the amulet. Just saying.
Maybe you should. Oh, do you have that? Like, is that the one currently emblazoned on your shield? Oh shit!
No, that's Ilmater.
Is it possible to, like, for the time being, swap them out? Like, I know mechanically it's no big thing, but is that possible?
You mean to just carry the holy symbol of Dumathoin
Basically
visibly?
put it on display. Yeah.
She could carry it with her in a way that's visible to anything that approaches.
Yeah, I mean, I've been carrying it just out. But I
Okay.
could probably affix it to my armor.
You said that. Say that again.
I could probably affix it to my armor.
Okay, cool. Because, like, I'm sure you have like a cape piece type of clasp that you could do that with. Bet. I was just wondering, like, as long as it's visible, that's the main thing. As long as they can see it, that would be the concern. So that's fine.
Shroud, do you want to do an investigation check on that door?
Could I do like a perception check to see if I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Yeah, you could do a perception check to listen through.
Nice.
You hear dead silence.
Unintended.
I get it.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
The spirit of Tobin
It
the
is as
First.
silent as the grave.
I would like to check the door though for traps too. So can I?
Do you want guidance on that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll give you guidance on that.
Actually, what does that do? Give me advantage?
D4, 1d4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's hard to get advantage in D&D. It's very rare to get advantage.
I have advantage on investigation, but a D4. Yeah, a D4 will definitely help. Because I got -1.
What gives you the advantage again? I keep forgetting.
I don't know what gives me advantage.
Is it those goggles?
No, I don't think it's the goggles.
That's the dark vision 1 foot.
It's probably like a.
Actually, it says advantage for eyes of minute seeing. But it's right in front of your face, so it makes sense.
Okay, so I was right.
You detect no traps.
Okay. Alright. I guess I'll stealthily open the door.
That'll be one stealthily check.
Sure.
Another door.
One door leads to another.
As usual.
Dun, dun,
Aww. It's a cute little D&D buddy.
Isn't she cute? Anyway.
Okay. One door leads to another.
Shroud, would you like to repeat the process?
I think I'm just gonna stealthily open that door.
Okay, go carry over the 16 then. And...
Ooh.
There's a bigger tomb. There's 3 tombs. One's much larger.
3 slabs with indentations for bodies lie in this room. The central slab more ornate than the other 2. Armor scraps and brittle bones rest atop each slab. Carvings show a female dwarf leading other dwarves in battle. To the east, a metal lever built into the wall stands in the up position.
Ooh. I would definitely relay that back to whoever could hear me.
You said that they have like carvings of bodies on them or indentations, like they're open.
Give me 1 sec.
like they're covered with a cover, but they have like the bodies are embossed outward,
So
like how
the exact reading for the slabs with indentation. 3 slabs with indentations for bodies lie in this room. So this, I would say it's probably indentations that push out, although it kind of sounds like in. It's basically a tomb with a figure, with a dwarven figure that pushes out.
So it's like Han Solo when he got kryptonite, carbonite. Jesus,
Carbonite.
That was actually his kryptonite. So
I know, right?
Shroud, what do you do?
I was paying people.
Well, I'd definitely make sure they knew, and I would get someone that would probably Nexor up there to take a better look before I start touching things.
Yes, Nexor. Would you like to take out your tentacle rod?
No, I'm gonna be respectful here. I'll even bring Echo so she can keep an eye on me if she wants.
Probably a good idea.
So
actually, yeah, with that amulet, but I'll actually want to roll probably.
Before anybody moves, if we could all now roll initiative.
Oh God.
That's nice. It's my.
I didn't step in the door. Wasn't my fault. I didn't do it
before anybody moves. So, like, do I go back?
You can
like
go.
At least here or something.
You can go a few steps into the room. That's fine.
Okay. Thank God, I'm not right up in the thick of it.
All right, Nexor, what did you roll for initiative?
I haven't yet. I was concerned about my placement.
As well, you should be.
That's a 10.
3 dwarven spirits come out of these very ornate sarcophagi, these very ornate tombs, and they aim themselves at the party. And 12:30 tends to be our stopping time, so this seems like a good point to stop, as the ghost of the long dead dwarven general Brauta Gemblade looks at the party menacingly.
You missed the trigger. You missed the trap. You tripped it when you walked into the room.
You said there were no traps. You liar. Proud.
I missed it too, but I didn't walk in.
Fireball.
You guys, I'm too tired to see you, okay?
We can pick this up again next week. They're only ghosts. How hard could ghosts be?
That was fun.
No problem.
But no DM ever.
That was a lot of combat. We just wrecked 14 skeletons.
Actually, to be specific, you wrecked 14 skeletons that were desecrated by mind flares that wanted to be buried after performing valiant deeds to their dwarven god, and we ended them by lashing out with mind flare tentacles.
And we desecrated them again.
I would say yes. They were then desecrated a second time.
All I know is like on Solo, they shot first.
Hey,
They drew first blood.
I'm saying they shot first.
All I see, I just see a bunch of dwarf warriors getting a chance to fight one more time after death. I mean, I think we gave them basically what they wanted.
Man.
I like how we think that it's limited to one more time. That's positive thinking. That's positive thinking.
I think you should do what you're thinking, though, Echo. When we pick back up.
When we pick back up, it'll be the second time in a long time where we picked back up right at the start of battle.
I think Tobin should just run in there and pull that lever, just to make things interesting.
Just to make things more.
I am for chaotic plot twists.
I mean, Tobin's more chaotic than me.
Honestly, the party has a good bit of chaos to it. You guys are a good mix of chaos and standoffishness.
I like
Sometimes,
my hiding in the back.
sometimes the back become the front, and the back stays the back other times.
It serves Nick well, I'll say that.
It
I
does.
learned my place as a rogue with Echo the first couple sessions.
There is times when the rogue is meant to go out front. It's not bad to go out front. You get to check
Not if
for
you're prepared
traps.
for it, if you're built for it.
Disengaging is a critical way to play the game. Disengaging is a critical way to play the game. Rogues are great. Rogues are great. We are in the middle of the dungeon crawls though. It's decently heavy dungeon crawling until you have all of the shards. If you get all of the shards.
Is Gibbet's Crossing dungeon too, or is it a town?
Mechanically
Or will we
speaking,
find out?
what you would know in character, it served as a crossroads for the Underdark, where in the past,
Oh, gotcha.
past being the key word, a lot of Underdark travel occurred through there.
Gotcha. All right.
I had a feeling it had to do with the Underdark, something that would correlate, that would bring Nesnar into the picture, given his.
Oh, I already know what I have planned for Nesnar. Nesnar, as far as the module is concerned, died a long time ago, and what Shattered Obelisk does very poorly, it does not connect the storyline and the plots of the first one to the second one very well. It just kind of stumbles into it. I have been doing the best I can to weave the plots together because it's very doable. But Nesnar has a time where you might see him again.
I mean, do you expect anything less from Wizards of the Coast, like putting two stories together?
You know, I like the idea, it's just not extremely executed well. Because a lot of people at this point had played Lost Mine, and going back to it and expanding on it's good, but it was a chance to expand upon some of the characters and bad guys that they just never took. Which is sad. Also, all of the decent designers, all of the well-known designers are currently in the process of leaving. So
Yeah, that was a snide comment I was going to make, because I don't expect much from them anymore.
there are a lot of second or third party content now.
I got a question, DM, and you don't have to answer it, but about what percentage are we through this campaign?
I can tell you what chapter you're on. This includes, you guys are on chapter 6 of 8. The first 4 chapters are Lost Mine. 5 was basically going back to Phandalin and Zorzula's Rest, and 6 are these shards. 7 and 8, I look forward to seeing how you guys handle.
Let's go.
Because I mean, obviously, I haven't read through this module at all, so which
It's
is
funner that way.
the way I like it. I mean, each DM does different on each module, so it's never the same. But
each party has a lot of say in how the modules play out too.
That's true. So
all I can say is those poor people in Phandalin. I wonder how Barthen's
I know.
I wonder how Barthen has been, and how he'll
Children
react.
will have to come and
Know it.
Barthen was the best. Barthen was the best. That reconnection with Tobin the 19th and Barthen, that'll be good. That will be good.
Oh Lord. Pretty sure the Smith is dead too.
The smith was gone for a long time and nobody decided to go looking for him. He could be buried under a rock.
I know. As Grum, I still feel bad about that.
If it
Yeah.
makes
He
you
better
feel
be-
better, Grum is a rock.
Yeah.
Right.
We were told that the search for the ore is likely a fool's errand anyway, and the smith has been gone for
Right.
like weeks.
He
Right.
might be better off gone, honestly, at this point.
You know,
What a
that's a
fool.
good point.
I need you to make like key notes of these certain things so that when we finish this module, you go back and like tell us everything that happened that we don't know about.
I will
I need
happily
that closure. I'm gonna need that closure, man.
I will happily tell you the plan for the places that you would have went and the result of not going there.
Okay.
If you guys make it through this campaign. This campaign
Yeah.
has a difficulty spike.
It's always good to know.
And
So
Nesnar's
we're
still
in
out there.
Chapter 6 of what?
6 of 8. You guys are about 2/3 of the way through chapter 6.
And we're gonna go to like probably level 12, you said, roughly?
I don't remember what the end level for this is.
I sure do hope it goes to level 12 because I need a little bit more, you know?
I just
I think
need
it is
one level.
I'm leveling my rogue up to 8 so I can get my feet this time when we level up.
Feats are nice. Multi-classing can deprive you of feats for a bit.
I mainly took wizard to kind of fool the party and for the utility of it.
I didn't fully understand. Oh, look at your puppy. Where's your puppy? I just saw the picture.
I
I thought your daughter was bringing one of your dogs in or something.
No,
like,
although I came
why
home
is it so high
today.
up?
I came home today and the dogs had gotten sick and I had to clean up that on top of staying over at work, so it was a rough
Poor
day.
kid.
Times.
It was a rough day. But that's fine, I get to do it again tomorrow.
Good night, everybody. I'm gonna get some sleep
Good night.
now.
All right,
No,
man.
Good
Peace out.
playing.
I too
Glad
am going to
kill
cut
the
out.
dwarf skeletons.
There were a lot of them.
Toodles.
I too have to cut out.
don't
Not
leave yet.
feeling that great.
Yeah.
Bye everybody.
No, don't leave yet.
Me?